My name's CheekySport Joel, and today this is the preview of all previews. You got Tottenham versus Arsenal at Wembley, and I've got the one and only Turkish. How you doing, bro?
Come on, Joel. Thanks for having me on.
Listen, thanks for having me on as well, man. You know what I mean? Because even though it's on our channel, we're trying to figure out whether we should do some stuff together and make some content.
On, man. You lot tell us, should we do some stuff together next season? What do you want to see?
Yeah, you know, because I want to do some more stuff with Turkish, and you know, not because he's an Arsenal fan, and no, it's because when Turkish talks football, he has great knowledge. Do you know what I mean? Like, and also we got to tell him to subscribe to your channel, innit?
Yeah, come on, TURKISHLDN TV. Make sure you subscribe to that channel there and continue the Cheeky Sport support.
Yes, and the link for Turkish's channel is in the description, so make sure you go over there and put the notification button on as well.
Trust
Do you know
me,
what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get down to it, right? Tottenham versus Arsenal, man.
The big one.
The big one. Are you happy that we're playing them at this stage after their little Chelsea spanking the other day?
Yeah, definitely, man. You know me. You've seen my interviews. I'm a bit of a pessimist. I'm a bit Mr. Negative. But I think it's the best time to play Tottenham right now. I know form goes out the window in these games, but if you look at their past two games, it's Burnley's beating them. Chelsea, who's been up and down recently, they've beaten them. So we've definitely got a big chance. Do you know what I mean? And we're on 3 on the trot now. Yeah. So we've got a big chance, but it comes down to mentality in these games. You know what I mean?
Do you not think that sometimes when you're facing a wounded animal, it's risky? Do you know what I mean? They've got Kane back now. Yeah. Well, they've had him back for a couple of weeks, but he's back now. He's probably going to be fitter now for this game. Do you reckon we're playing him in a time where, just because of that, if you're Poch, you'll be like, are you really gonna?
Yeah.
You know?
Do you know what it is? It can work two ways. This game here is the kickstart for the rest of both of our seasons. Yeah. If we win it, I think we can get top 4. If Tottenham win it, they're gonna secure top 3, in my opinion. So this game is so big in that sense. And coming into it, yes, they are a wounded animal. But if they was bang on form and they was unbeaten in 10, 20 games,
it would be scarier.
It's scarier, exactly. Yeah. I'd be more doubtful of picking up the 3 points. But the way it's been over the last month, I'm confident.
What did you see from, for example, from Arsenal in the Bournemouth game and also Man United's last game? Because even though they didn't beat Liverpool, considering who Liverpool are now, do you know what I mean? What have you seen from those teams that says that, you know what, we can both make it into the top 4?
Well, United, since Ole's come in, they've been a different beast. Do you know what I mean? Pogba, he's showing his worth now. He is the player that we've all thought he was. With Man United, look, they held Liverpool to a goalless draw. That's how I look at that game. And they bounced back with a win away at Palace, which is not an easy ground to go to. We drew at Palace. Yeah. And they've got injuries. This is why it's tough, and this is why I don't know whether we should prioritise top 4 Europa League, which is another argument in itself.
You don't know if we should prioritise top 4?
No, because in Europa League, I believe only Napoli are head and shoulders above us in terms of squad depth, quality. Whereas in the league, I believe United are better than us. Tottenham and Chelsea, if they find form, will probably pick up pace towards the end of the year. Whereas Europa League, if Chelsea draw Napoli, one of them two out, we become joint favourites or second in line.
Now it's funny because CheekySport Akeem said that there were some odds that came in that showed that Arsenal are now favourites for the Europa, though.
Swear?
Yeah. Because of the Chelsea situation, etc.
Yeah. Well, Chelsea wasn't my fear in Europa. Napoli. Really? Napoli's a Champions League quality team. They are CL level.
I thought, for me, it was Chelsea because Chelsea are also a Champions League team, you know what I mean?
Usually Chelsea I'd be more wary of, but this season especially you can see they're going through some sort of a transition and it's up and down. And even we've performed well. We lost 3-2 in the first game, fair enough, but then we beat them in the second. Yeah. Previous to this year, we've had trouble with Chelsea. We've had trouble with their style, but this year especially Sarri comes out with a different playing style, and I think that can suit us. Especially over 2 legs, whereas Napoli, look what Napoli did with Liverpool. Over 2 legs, it was a tough game, and Liverpool are head and shoulders above us. So that's my main worry in the Europa League, Napoli. But like I said, if Napoli get Chelsea, happy days. Yeah.
Now, this is supposed to be a straight Tottenham versus Arsenal preview, but of course we got to mix it up a little bit just because it's what we do here, the preview of all previews. Now, back to the Tottenham game, right? What is it about Tottenham that scares you?
Listen, their consistency scares me the most. They've had a manager in place for how many years? They've got players who've grown at the club for how many years? They've got the top scorer at the 3 of the last 4 Premier League seasons. They've got good young players. They've got Son, who's stepped it up this year.
Man, he's something else, that guy, man. The most underrated player in the Premier League.
100%. And if you look at it, which is a bit of an embarrassment, Son is actually probably worth more money than Arsenal's whole team.
Why? Why would you say that?
Because resale value, when I look at the Arsenal players, I don't believe nobody out there will command a higher value than if Tottenham were to sell Son. And at Tottenham...
You think so?
Yeah, Son could go for 70, 80 mil.
Yeah, but they got Kane, they got Dele Alli.
Oh, no, they have more expensive players, but it's embarrassing that we don't have any player on that level.
Aubameyang? No, well, his age. His age would let him down, I think, no, you're right, actually, because if you think of it, I'm trying to go through the team now. I'm not ashamed of thinking on the spot. So you've got... I'm trying to think of the valued players.
For our club.
Yeah, Lacazette can't go for that.
Because he's got 27 now.
Yeah, he can't. Nor can Aubameyang. Ozil can't. That's it. Torreira.
Probably not 70 yet, but we're talking 50s, 60s now for him, I think.
Yeah, I would say 60 because of his age. I think it's his age that would make.
Yeah.
I think it's his age. I think if anything, but I know what you mean because Son scores goals.
Yeah.
And
really stepped it up.
And assists.
That's it. So what scares me from top to bottom, Tottenham have a solid team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And the consistency that they've given their manager is something that we need in the next few years.
Yeah. Is he staying, Poch?
I doubt it.
So where's he gonna go? Because if Ole's in front of the wheel or behind the wheel, whatever the United fans are saying. So if Ole's staying with United, then.
But you seen last year when Real kind of came in for Poch after, but Poch kind of
his head turned a little bit.
And look, they just got banged by Barca.
Oh, that was bad.
They got Barca again Saturday. They get banged again. They're looking for a new manager.
Yeah.
Even if they don't get banged, I think they'll look for a new manager.
No, it's true because. That's the thing with Real Madrid because you wonder sometimes, you think, with some of the players that they got, the Ramoses, who are they really respecting? They need someone that they can respect.
That's it, 100%. And at the same time, Real need a whole influx of new players. If they go to Tottenham and potentially Nick Pochettino, next in line could be a Harry Kane or a Ali, whoever they prefer to. Eriksen even last year of contract.
Yeah, I heard about that as well. So, okay, cool. So just to cut it short a little bit on the Tottenham angle, final score on Saturday.
2-2.
2-2. You reckon it's going to be overhyped like the Liverpool United or Man United Liverpool, should I say?
No, you know what? I think it'll be a more exciting game than that, definitely. And I see goals. I think we'll nick the first goal. And it depends on how they bounce back. It depends how early we get that goal. Because they've had 2 losses, if we get that early goal, it could really put them on the back foot. Do you know what I mean? But I'm going to go for a safe 2-2. I'll happily take a draw. Happily take a draw right now because it'll keep us in contention. Do you know what I mean?
For me, personally, I reckon we're going to nick it, I reckon we'll nick it. I'm not saying we'll necessarily play well, but I just know that at Wembley, Arsenal are capable of a result. Do you know what I mean? And we've proven this in finals and, sometimes we don't always play well. I'm not saying it is a final, but it is almost like a final as well because this is Tottenham at Wembley. You know what I mean? If I'm the manager, one of the things, or even the senior players, I'll be looking and saying, this is like our second home. You can't come here, you know what I mean? You can't home away from it. Once you start drumming that into people's heads, then, do you know what I mean? Anything could happen. So for me, I reckon it's going to be a 2-1 result still.
Yeah, I'll be ecstatic with a 2-1. Do you know what I mean? But you know me, I go for the safe kind of the 2-2s.
Yeah. But you know what, guys? This has been the preview of all previews with my man here, Turkish. And you know what? We're looking to do this regularly, all right? So stay tuned. We're just trying to find like a little format. Right now, you know what I mean, we're using YouTube Space. So if you guys have any suggestions as well, what you want us to talk about, anything, let's do this for all of us. We're all happy to get you guys involved and even getting some of the followers involved. Bring them down sometimes, you know what I mean? This is what we do at Cheeky Sport. And make sure you subscribe to Turkish's channel. The link is in the description. Subscribe to Cheeky Sport, notifications on. Also, keep an eye out on the Tottenham versus Arsenal result. And on the next podcast, we've got a very, very, very special guest. So stay tuned. My name's CheekySport Joel.
Come on, TURKISHLDN.
And we're out.